Lannstevan o Pensita Kernow, in Oz and Eurlef and Duketh, Halei Pierwu, Rasalatnita and Orseth. Reshutini Libero Miraz, the Margaret Young, Mela and Stefan, Hadis Andre, Agadeniach, Mar Brinton. In Weth, Newarg Lasso Veraz, the Gazetic Ordena Lil, Ag Ober Calles, in Paruz Silev Slentnita and Orseth, Hapop Warfos, all and Asephos. Diogena Favobarth Mir, Agus Nerchio, Westorian, Canasso, Kembera, Vettenvian, and these all Adro and Kelch, like an Orseth, Kernow, Oma, Haithio. Launceston was the capital of Cornwall in the days of the earldom and the duchy, a fitting place for ceremonies of Gorsedh Kernow. We thank Margaret Young, Mayor of Launceston, and the people of the town for their fantastic welcome. We also owe a debt of gratitude to the local organising committee for all their hard work in preparing for the Gorsedh ceremony and all the Asephos events. Maraz, Braz. It's my pleasure as Bard Mayor to welcome you all, guests, delegates from Wales and Brittany, and all the people around the circle to our Gorsedh here today. Lannstevan, you endaris the Kernow, lay Matthew Tremenius, den erchis in Canuic, had ibert the Bausos. Oma ironzi metje gans change, in Gorsedh, deli the Squedis, in win Canuic, Wathio, Mapis, Hasatnav. Hasatnav gans net, Neverians coint though Grisav. Durezen nebis Thethio, Ispasius, Lannstevan, Rabio, Camerus, Plesor, the Galrianzo, Gorsedh the Kernow. Da Yawathes the Golibro Splan, and the Squedis, Ertach Diana Crev the Kernow. And Gothior, Gwenorian Puoso, and Christivians Gorsedh Kernow are a Benic and Seer. Oma, if there's again in Lees, Gwenya, Alcanazethi, Paparan, and Gorsedh Diplan, the Kernow, the Worthilmio, Agilo, Dre and Ranyeth, and Yaith Gnuk Ionen. Reshu Thinni Perthi Cove, Vos and Warnigos, Diplans, Mirik, Gwenya Ragon, Nisabla, and Ethnic Minorita. Launceston is gateway to Cornwall, a place where the traveller is welcomed in Cornish as they leave England. Here they meet with the change in culture as Cornish language place names appear on signs, maps, and sat-navs, with some strange pronunciations of course. Over the past few days, Launceston has been celebrating Cornish cultural achievements. On Thursday there was a marvellous book festival which demonstrated Cornwall's strong literary heritage and highlighted the continuing interest in our new Cornish publications. The Gorsedh Kernow Awards and competition winners evening was particularly special. Here we had many winners representing every part of Cornwall's distinctive culture, from films and music to dialect and the Cornish language itself. It is important to remember that it is this distinctive culture that won us international recognition as a national minority. Orthkes Cluzelians and Orseth Day, Neil Lever, Mir Adro, the Ertach Kernow, Hartoniaze. Inzigerens, Bo Iskerens, Nidiscus Patelrik, Toniaze, Trelia, Dores, and Igans Bletten, Ispasius. Haga Il Bosnir, Raxostena, Onanyeth, Gorsedh Kernow. Neverias, in Rak, the Derman, Adu, Laimai, Tonalius, Ranskusen, Erbisic, Moy Ledan, and Kernow. Niagavas, Ira Mir Gregi, one Vanner, Gorsedh Kernow, Jusquetis, and Vanner Kertho, Gepar and Yaith, Hahingolf, and Welin, Eugenethis, both double dicties. Ethesa, Iverians, Clare, Vos, Res de Kernow, Aethis, Ortur, Akantankis, Gorsedh Ninju, Minis, Canwerthal, Aves. At the Gorsedh conference yesterday, we talked much about Cornwall's heritage and tourism. Are they friends or foes? We learned about how tourism has changed in the last 20 years and can be a force for sustaining Cornish cultural identity. We look towards a future where tourism is part of a much wider economic picture in Cornwall. We found that much depends upon the way Cornish culture is portrayed and the way assets such as the language, folk tradition are used or abused. There was a clear conclusion that Cornwall and the Cornish must be the author of their cultural destiny and not outside commercial interests. As one was Kernow, av o leid ar berth, yw ran bosig ag an istori in unig. Ag ertach Gorsedh Mar spith toriazet prow the Gorsedh Kernow, enna if you res bos gwith cemeris daswina, hema in vanner you avoncius ag argamenis. Oma interior castle Lannstevan, a dapelva a dro a gwethians Kernow, gans toriazet Gorsedh you and Jeeth and Gweir. And gasu dictis and men gans airtach pausos. Agayusians in cressa aganuic war a wothio, Asterians alias aga leo, you res vos kesloenhes. Mes, Agayusians and garm agamenia, kama a berth in wethel pausos, the bonsia agan leo in Kernow, ninju mar da. If you nag agan histori, diblans, ag as one was avo Catholic minorita. The recognition of Cornwall as a place apart is an important part of our history and cultural heritage. If tourism is to benefit Cornish culture, then much more care must be taken to reflect this in the way it is promoted and advertised. Here, in the grounds of Lannstevan Castle, the debate about Cornwall's relationship with heritage tourism is very topical. The castle is currently managed by English Heritage. Their increasing use of Cornish in the signage and interpretation of many of their sites is to be congratulated. But their continued use of the advertising slogan, "Step into England's story," to promote their sites in Cornwall is not. It is a denial of our distinctive history and formal recognition as a national minority. Avoncians Castle Dindagil gans airtach pausos avoltir Disney or Thurek. A visef a wethel an old Alec Kernow. There you liveris gans hendisconieth. And they. Ni a warm o agayusians and yet canuic, mes Gorsedh Kernow, elo orth airtach pausos, the nacha wethel Disney, a livero wethel Kernow. The promotion of Tintagel Castle by English Heritage as an Arthurian Disneyland undermines the far more interesting and real story of Cornwall's golden age, told by authentic site archaeology. We applaud their use of Cornish language, but Gorsedh Kernow calls upon English Heritage to reject the Disney tales and tell Cornwall's story. Maraz.